Do you want to make more money in your stationery business in 2024? If so, then you are in the right place. My name is Elizabeth, and I am the owner of Elizabeth Stuckey Design. This is my channel, Learn with Elizabeth, and in this channel, I am going to be supporting new, aspiring, and growing stationery designers who are ready to reach new levels in their businesses. We are going to talk all about skills, affirmations, and strategies to help you establish your stationery business and grow it to 6 figures and beyond. I am so excited to have you on this journey. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to the last video in our 4-part series where I have been talking all about ways that you can increase your revenue in 2024. So we are going to end this one with a bang, talking all about how we can introduce new revenue streams in our businesses to help us build a sustainable, solid, reliable income in our business. So in this lesson, we are going to talk specifically about how you can introduce revenue streams that might not even have anything to do with the wedding industry and use those revenue streams to keep your income consistent throughout the year. So I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about my business and my journey and how I have used this to help me go full-time and find that sustainability in my business. Back in 2019, when I was thinking about going full-time in my business, I realized that there were parts of the year where I had gaps. There were parts of the year where I just wasn't making enough money to make my family comfortable without having my teacher income. And so I started thinking, what are some other things that I could add to my business, some other offers that I could create and build out that would allow me to have that stable income that I could trust would fill in the gaps when my stationery side of my business was slower. And so I decided to start offering branding packages. I literally just went on my Instagram stories one day and said, I am offering branding packages to any small business owner who wants to do a brand refresh, a new website, reach out to me and let's talk. And that day I booked 3 branding clients. And that was the start of a brand new offer for me and something that I really spent a lot of time pouring into over the next 2 years in my business. I have since phased it out because my stationery side of my business has grown, and that has been the side of my business that has really lit me up and given me the most fulfillment. So I decided to phase out the branding. However, it was such a meaningful part of my journey because if I didn't have that income from the branding offers, I wouldn't have been able to go full-time as soon as I did. And that ability to go full-time and really pour into my business is what has allowed me to grow it to where it is now. If you are at a place where you are thinking about going full-time, or maybe you already are full-time, but you're ready to really build a solid, consistent, stable income with your business, then I want you to start thinking creatively. I want you to start thinking outside of the box. What are some other ways that you can bring in revenue in your business using your skill set? So I'm going to talk through a list of ideas. And I want you to really be thinking about you and your business and which one of these ideas could you decide today that you're going to start working on a little game plan for and you're going to introduce to your business in the next month. Okay, so the first one is calligraphy workshops. If you are a calligrapher, then could you start hosting quarterly workshops where you teach others how to do calligraphy? Whether this is a local event that you host in person, or it's a virtual event that you invite people to come join you on Zoom and you will teach them strategy and maybe give them printable download sheets that they can print at home and practice along with you. When I used to do calligraphy workshop, and they were so much fun. I did them in person. I would rent out a space, I would sell tickets, and in person, I would teach people how to do calligraphy and serve wine and snacks, and it was just a blast. I was able to make a good chunk of money for each one of these events because I would try to sell to 20 to 30 people per event. And then you show up in that moment and you do the event and then you make that chunk of cash. So think about those in-person or virtual workshops. It could be calligraphy, or if you're an artist, it could even be watercolor painting or some other skill set that is valuable or at least fun for many people. And so calligraphy is great because a lot of DIY brides want to learn it so that they can address their own invitations well. Or if you want to do watercolor, you might have some just hobbyists who really want to learn how to improve their artwork. So I love the idea of hosting workshops, either in person or online. The next one is creating personal stationery. So you are a stationer, you know how to design stationery, Can you start offering personal stationery, either for your clients or just for other people who follow you on social media or who you know through your network? Or you could even set up an Etsy shop and start selling personal stationery through Etsy. It is such a fun way to just reach new people in your audience and to add a revenue stream that is not contingent on a season or a time of year. The next one is to design products. So this is always fun, creating things like notepads, gift tags, prints, and note cards. If you are considering a product line, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is to really hone in on your niche and a specific style that you will use to design. What is your theme of your shop going to be? I would suggest doing something that feels like a niche or something that really connects to your people specifically. So I'm not thinking about doing a product line anytime soon, but if I did, I would probably do something that either has to do with dogs or maybe something that has to do with coastal artwork and things that are really coastal, because those are two parts of my brand that people really connect to. And I would want my product line to be very specific to that style and not just be really broad. Otherwise, I'm not sure why anybody would choose to buy from me. So you want to get really niche down. You really want to think about a specific style that your products will all have, that's a theme, and that will help you sell and help you build a successful product line. The next thing you can do is branding and logo design. So that is what I did. And it was really fun. And it was really just a helpful revenue stream for my business. So you can create logos for business owners. You can design collateral, even corporate or business stationery. You can design social media graphics. You can design business cards. You can design websites. I learned Showit very quickly and was able to start offering website designs through Showit. So that is something else to consider if you are a designer and you want to get into branding where you're actually marketing yourself to other business owners rather than just wedding clients. And then lastly would be if you're an artist, I love the idea of doing watercolor, home, or pet portraits. I am always trying to get more of these from the artist that I work with the most, and her schedule fills up really fast. But every year, especially around the holidays, I am trying to order watercolor home portraits or pet portraits for my friends and family because it's such a meaningful gift. If you do watercolor home portraits, I highly recommend connecting with realtors because a lot of times realtors will build a connection with an artist and have the artist paint their client's new home as a welcome gift for them when they move in after settlement. So that is something to consider. And then pet portraits, of course, we're in the culture of just pets are family. And so everyone loves to have a custom pet portrait that they can hang in their home. It is so meaningful and so special. If you happen to be a watercolor artist and you are doing home or pet portraits, you can also consider painting venues or pet portraits to license to other stationers. Of course, I hire other artists. I pay other artists to create that artwork for my suites. And it allows me to outsource and it really helps me with scaling my business. But it also supports another small business. So if you are a watercolor artist, go ahead and comment here because maybe a stationer is watching this who might want to work with you. And so comment below this video, let us know that you're an artist and that you offer venue illustrations and like your page. That way then we can all come find you. I am cheering for you. And ultimately the purpose of this video is to help you think outside the box. What are some new ways that you could create revenue in your business? How can you grow your business in a way that allows you to go full time? In a way that allows you freedom that you never thought was possible. Sometimes it requires us to think beyond just one offer and just one revenue stream. We have to think about other skills and other areas that we can bring in revenue to fill in the gaps. As you grow, you will have the opportunity to be more picky and to choose where you want to spend your time and how you want to make money. But early on, it's good to have lots of revenue streams so that we're always filling in those gaps and that we have that stable income. Okay. We are now only 2 days away from the start of the Social Stationer Challenge. So if you have not joined yet, now is the time. In 2 days, it starts. And so go to the description of this video, click that link to join the Social Stationer Challenge. It is a month-long challenge for the month of February where you are going to get daily content ideas and prompts and templates and support in a Facebook group to show up on social media in the month of February. Let me just tell you, this act of showing up is what ignites your business in so many ways because showing up means more inquiries. More inquiries means more booking, and more bookings means more money. Okay, so let's do this together. We're going to show up in the month of February, and I hope that you will jump into this challenge with us and come back next month for the month of February on YouTube. Here we will have a brand new series, and I can't wait to see you there.